Hey guys, welcome to the replay. My name is Dion Jewell. I'm a Chalk Couture independent consultant, and I'm going to be showing you our June Club Couture transfer. Let me just share this over to my VIP group. If you're not in my VIP group, I'd love to have you in that group. That's where we share ideas, inspiration, and other inside information, sales, and all kinds of things in there, as well as contests and some other fun little games we're playing too. So when you come in, please say hello. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know where you're watching from. If you see the live red over my head, then you're catching me live, and if that is not there, you're catching the replay. You could type in #replay so I know you are here. Today we're going to be doing the June Club Couture. It says, "A beautiful thing is never perfect," and it has this really pretty hummingbird on it. So I'm just pulling up what Club Couture shows you on their finished project, and I want to do it similar because I am going to be doing it on my Aidan board, and I want to use the colors that they use so that you guys can see it as well. Okay, so your transfer, if you're in the club, will come to you every month in one of these little envelopes. You get a B-size transfer, 8.5 by 11, once a month with 3 chalk paste singles that will look similar to these. You get 3 different colors each month. These packets hold a ton of paste, so they go a very long way. I'm going to be using my jars tonight, except for daffodil, which I don't have in a jar. I have one paste packet of daffodil. I'm going to see what it's like. It is the older formula paste, so we're going to try to work with that. So I'm going to be using my Aidan board. When you join club, you can add on some awesome surfaces and tools. We have kits. If you look under shop and then kits, you'll see a bunch of tools that you can also add on when you get Club Couture for the first time, so you have a surface and you have a squeegee and you have the things that you need. So I am using my Aidan board, and this is the Club Couture transfer that we did for last month for May. I'm going to show you how to remove the design, how to clean your board, and then we're going to do the new design on it. This is the board that you will get if you do join my team. This is the Aidan board. It's hugely popular because it is a steel magnetic board, and you can put magnets right on here. It's just like the old chalkboards that you used to have in school, and they're really amazing surfaces, and you can wash them and reuse them over and over. The colors that come with the new transfer is Eucalyptus, Couture Coral, and the Daffodil. And you'll be getting them in little pastes like this, paste singles they're called. If this paste is not good condition, I may mix some Bumblebee and white to get it lighter like the Daffodil, because like I said, I don't have Daffodil. So the first thing we're going to do is clean off our board, and I'm taking my Fine Mist sprayer. And if you don't have one, you can use any type of sprayer. I like this one because it is nice and fine. You're going to let that soak your paste a little bit to reactivate the chalk. It's actually made from chalk and made into a liquid form. It is non-toxic. We don't recommend you eat it, however, but it is non-toxic. So you won't, have any harsh reaction from using our paste. We do have a paste scraper that I'll use to clean off the board, but if you don't have one of these, you can use a credit card or something like that. It won't harm the surface. But as this sits, and the paste, as you can see, it doesn't take very long. Now I've only added this on here probably 2 to 3 weeks, so it's not really going to stay on there for long, but if you had it on there a year, it's still going to come off and you can still swap out your surface. So as you see, the chalk paste is all softened on here, and we're just using our scraper to remove it. We're going to remove all this yuck, clean it off, and do a new design. I forgot to cut some new little scrap cloths. I usually keep some of my, oops, it's all the way over here. It fell. I usually keep these already trimmed on my desk, but we'll just rip a piece or two off. These are little shop towels. I really like them because they're strong and they do clean up really well. We're just cleaning this stuff off. This is just the old paste. And if you missed club last month, that was the pattern you just saw on here before. It doesn't fit in there. And you will see some ghosting, but we're going to take off most of it with this. And then we're going to clean it with our board eraser. This is a board eraser. Chalk Couture sells these in a 2-pack. They're $2.99, I believe, for a 2-pack. They're similar to a magic eraser, but there's no chemicals in them, so they are safe to use as well. I'm going to re-wet the board, and I'm just going to use my board eraser to get that shadowing off from the design that was on there. If you are watching the replay, don't forget to sprinkle the video. Share it with your, I just said the word share it. You're not supposed to really say that, supposedly. Apparently it does something with the algorithm. But sprinkle it to your friends and family. Go. What? Okay, I'm just getting that off and I'm going to wipe it down and dry it. You know what? We're going to dry it with my fuzzing cloth. This side is terry cloth for fuzzing your transfers, and this side is microfiber. Hi, Bill. And I'm going to dry the board off, and it's going to be perfect and ready to reuse. It's a really rainy day here in North Carolina. See, perfect. Ready to reuse. I'm going to put a nice new design right on there. Now you do want to make sure when you are working with your surfaces that you make sure to use the top and bottom are right. This one doesn't happen to have a hanger on it yet, so you don't have to worry about it, but if you have a hanger, you always want to make sure you check where your hanger is so that you have this in the right orientation. So now we're going to be removing this from the sleeve that it comes in. On the back of every transfer, you always will have directions all written out. Every single transfer has that on it. And I'm going to write, there's multiple sections. I try to keep my transfer together, but I'm going to write back on here so I know which side is the back. And then I'm going to cut this apart. I like to keep it all together. Thank you, Bill. I like to keep it together because it's easier to keep it in my, I put it back in that plastic that it comes in. So I just cut this apart. I just use the sharp edge of a scissor and glide it across the transfer, which these are made from vinyl and they are reusable. They're a silk screen transfer. You can reuse these transfers many times. The company says 8 to 12, but you can get a lot of uses out of these transfers. And this is our June Club Couture. And Club Couture is like a monthly subscription program with Chalk Couture, and it's $19.99 a month US, $26.99 a month Canadian. So it's very reasonable. Like I said, it comes with the transfer and 2 chalk paste singles. I'll cut those out a little later once I pull this one off. Okay, so now I'm going to bring that board back up and we're going to get chalking. All right, so I'm going to, why did they gave us 3 colors, but they did that. I don't know why they did that. I'm going to use the eucalyptus on the words. So we just pull the transfer off. It's adhesive backed. You can see the shiny side is adhesive. The matte side is your front where all your design is. And you can see right through there that it is a silk screen. I'm using my fuzzing cloth because they're very sticky when they're brand new. So you want to get some fuzz on the back side of it. So it doesn't stick too harshly to your board. That's why you want to get a little bit of fuzz on the back side of your transfer. And we're just going to place this on in the center. And I don't really measure, I just do everything by eye. I'm not very critical of if it's completely centered. You do want to make sure that you rub the area and make sure there's no bubbles in the transfer. So now this, I have coral and eucalyptus. These are both our new, brand new Creamy Dreamy paste, which if you've had or tried I can't talk tonight, I don't know why. If you've tried Chalk Couture in the past, you may have used a different consistency of paste, which was not our best. And they've reformulated everything so that our paste is so creamy. It's so easy to use. There's not a lot of drying out. I mean, it can still dry, but nowhere near like the old formula. And I'm just gliding this paste on. You really don't need a lot. I'm just trying to move it around the board. When you want to remove it, you want to hold it on a 90-degree angle and glide it across and pick up all that extra paste and put that right back in your jar. These jars will last you a very long time. We're going to slide that off. And I'm just making sure I don't have any harsh lines. And then we're going to grab it from over here. And I'm going to pull up from the center of the transfer on the side and pull straight up. And this prevents your silk screen from curling. So you want to pull straight up. And you get this beautiful design. I'm just going to leave it over here on my backer. I'm going to take that to my sink when I'm done, and we're going to wash that off with just some water. And so far, this is what we have. No weeding, no cutting machine, beautiful and done. So now we're going to use the, I'm going to dry it a little bit before. I want to make sure that this is dry because if I put another transfer too close to the area, I could pull the chalk paste up. So I want to make sure that this is dry. And I am using a heat tool. That's what I have. I don't have the Chalk Couture quick dry tool yet. That is a much lower temperature dryer than this. This you could use for embossing and whatnot. So I will have to let this come back to room temperature because, as I mentioned earlier, this is a steel magnetic board, so it can get hot if you're heating it up. So I'm just going to wait. That feels dry. That's a little wet over there. Our new formula takes, like, I believe they said about 4 minutes to dry. That's why I like to speed it up with the dryer. But if you were doing this at home, you could do one section, let it dry, and come back to it and do more. But I like to speed up the process. So now they have this really cute hummingbird. See that cute hummingbird? And I'm going to show you a hot mess technique for the hummingbird, but I am going to fuzz my transfer a little bit more. Move this out of the way. I see it. I'm going to get some fuzz on the back. Just try not to touch that in case there are areas that are still wet. And we're just going to fuzz this up. If you get the transfer stuck to itself, don't panic. You can take it to the sink, get it wet, and then slowly peel it apart from the back. So I got this corner, but it's just a corner, so it's not a big deal. It comes right up. But when they're very sticky, if you're dealing with a much larger transfer, don't panic, because they will come apart. You just have to get them a little wet and then just gently pull, because you don't want to stretch your transfer. So now I'm going to put this up here at the top. I'm going to put it up a little higher, I think. Maybe down here. I'm only going to press down the area that I'm chalking. I don't want this to like suction down on the board to the A and the curl that's under this, so it's barely touching. And on this section, let me open my pastes. We're going to do a little bit of a hot mess. And I will also talk to you real quick about these chalk singles. They're called chalk singles. They will come in palette packs. Right now they're out of stock in many of the colors because they're doing all the reformulated paste in the packets right now. But these are awesome. You can use a little bit or you can use a lot. I recommend you use only a little bit at a time. Don't take it all out of the packet at one time, because then how are you going to reuse it if you didn't use all of it for your project? I recommend cutting off the end that doesn't have the color. So I cut it off upside down because I want to keep this color. So now I'm going to take a little bit out, and this is the old formula, so I'm hoping it still is usable. If not, we can mix some other colors, but I'm just going to squeeze a little out. It's not coming out great. I am going to definitely have to mix some water with it. The kind of water you want to mix in your paste, especially when you have a jar, is distilled water. Regular tap water can grow, what am I trying to say? Mold. I don't know why I can't find my words tonight for some reason. So I'm just going to add some water to this because it is pretty dry. It's a beautiful color though. I know you can't see what I'm doing. Just adding water to this. I'm going to take more out because I'm going to have to put it in something else. I need more paste than that. This is a very old packet and they only are supposed to last like 6 months. And this is much older. So bear with me. I want to try to use the colors that you guys are going to get. But you're going to get creamy dreamy. You're going to get brand new paste, not old paste. They don't even have it on the shelves anymore. Just, I want that to rehydrate a little bit. It's such a pretty yellow. They were out of stock on this color like earlier in the spring, and I was gonna pick one up, but I didn't. Went out of stock too quick. Okay. It's still pretty wet because I can't get the rest of this out. It's really stuck in there. I'm not gonna worry about it. We're just going to keep moving. Okay, so now I want to take a stir stick. You can use anything. You can even use the back of a spoon or something to stir your paste. Just want to give this one a stir. Give this one a stir. We do sell the stir sticks in my shop if you want your own stir sticks. This was one of the very first jars of Creamy Dreamy off the line because this one doesn't have a sticker on top. You'll know you have Creamy Dreamy when they have that blue sticker on the top of your paste. And our lids are normally black, so if you do get purple, it's just because of COVID, because they're using, this company is also using these jars for like sanitizers and things that are needed in the medical field. So they've run out of black and had to go to purple, and then they're oh, I just lost my computer. And they also have had larger jars and then had to go back to our smaller jars. So they're trying to figure it all out with everything that's all these shortages that we're all being presented with at this time. And I got yellow on my board. Okay, so I'm going to just do a hot mess. And what that is you're just going to take a little bit of color and you're going to dab it all over. And you're just going to literally make it look like a hot mess. Okay? And if you want your bird or whatever you're doing, your design, to be more color than the other, you definitely want to make sure you're adding more of that color. It's kind of common sense-ish. We're just going to add dabs of this. I don't know if I'll be able to even get the yellow onto this. I don't know. Just be careful that you don't put the color back in your jar. If you get, like, I got the green on here, the eucalyptus, so I'm going to wipe that off. And now I'm not really sure about this yellow, if it might be way too wet, but maybe I can get a little on the design. We'll see. Because there's flowers in this design, that's why they wanted to give you a nice coral and the daffodil to brighten it up. Alright, so now all I'm going to do is take my squeegee and I'm going to kind of just mix it around a little and make sure that I'm covering all of the silkscreen area. Then you're going to take your excess, because you can't do anything with this, and just wipe it off. And then I'm going to go and take the extra off and put it right into this paper towel. So we're going to have a colorful hummingbird. So I'm going to lift that up. I'm going to pull straight up. And we have a beautiful, colorful hummingbird. I have to wipe this yellow off. I got a little bit of yellow when I was mixing that daffodil on my board. And I'm just using a Q-tip. Let me put this down so you can see. And I'm just rubbing my board off. Oh, that was just dry. And then that will dry. And that will go away. And you can see the hot mess hummingbird. Isn't that pretty? Just adds a lot of color to your bird. Now they've given you a bunch of flowers here. They have all these different flowers. And let me see if I can save this image to my desktop so I can open it and see it easier. Okay, I don't know. So we're gonna just take these. I'm gonna cut these apart. I need my glasses. Everything's blurry without my glasses. And these are little flowers, little greenery. We're gonna hope that the yellow picks up. It did pick up a little bit in there. And then we're just gonna plop some of this stuff all around and add some flowers. I don't know where that went. Oh, here it is. I'm like looking. There we go. Okay. So now what I'm doing is just, I'm fuzzing all the little pieces to the floral stuff and the greenery. And then you're going to just pick your colors however you want. You don't have to do it the way the picture shows, but you do get full instructions, a video link and everything to do these projects with Club Couture. Okay, we're just going to do that. Okay. And then we're going to take this one. And I really hope this yellow works, because the yellow is so pretty. Put that one there. We're gonna see, I don't know. It seems a little too wet for me, but it's very wet. We'll see how it works. Okay, I'm gonna carefully pull that up. Yeah, the yellow is a little too wet. It's a little too wet. All right, we're gonna switch over. We're gonna do Bumblebee and white. Now all I'm doing is blotting this so I can reuse it again real quick. And we're gonna switch. You know what, I'm gonna add a little Bumblebee to this yellow. And we're going to see if I can make it a lighter yellow with the daffodil, and hopefully not water it down too much. Oh, so this brings me to a good point. You can mix colors. You can mix all our chalk paste colors together, and we also offer a line of Chalkology inks to do t-shirts and other textiles. You can mix all of our inks together to make other colors. All right, so let's try this one. It's a different yellow than what you'll get because now it's a mixture. Lift this up. Much better. There we go. I'm gonna go over this one. Is it dry? Almost dry. I'm gonna wipe it off. I'm being risque. Get a piece of my towel. We're gonna take that yellow one off. And we're going to try to do this one. Just want to make sure it's dry before I try this one again. I'm just smoothing that paste on and then taking it off. Fingers crossed this one worked. Hey, there we go. Beautiful. Very nice. Perfect. All right. Just clean my finger off. And we're going to do some greenery. We're going to do some coral too in here. This is already fuzzed. You know what? That one's still wet. Let me do this one down here. It's probably less wet. Let's curve this. I'm just going to try not to hit that because I don't know if it's dry yet. I'm going to do the eucalyptus. And if you get it on your board, you just saw me wipe that flower off, you'll be fine. You can get it right off. Clean and dry the area, and then you could re-chalk if you have to re-chalk. So now we're going to pull this flower up, or greenery. See, I had a little bit of a harsh line, but that's okay. I'm going to use this one again. I want to use it up top. Let me make sure this side's dry. Now, if you have bright white, Chalk Couture used bright white for the letters, and the lettering came out beautiful in bright white, but I didn't want to use bright white because you're not going to get bright white with the kit. My husband's over here watching, playing on his phone. I hear myself talking. Playing on his phone. Hey! You brat. I don't need to hear myself. Alright, now we're going to pull this up. With the smaller pieces, it's harder to pull it right from the center, so you pull it where you can. Just try to always pull straight up. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, oopsie. Make a mess. And how many other flowers do I have? So we'll do this flower in coral. It's a cute little flower. Add a pop of color over here. What'd I do? I thought I had a squeegee for it. Oh no, I haven't really used coral yet, that's right. I used it in the hot mess on the bird. Where's my lid? There's my lid. I like to put my squeegee in my lid. That's where I set it down. I'm gonna pop that one there. That came out beautiful right there. Put one down here. And we'll pull this one up over here. That is so cute. I really like, I think that if they gave you guys white too, that would look so good in white. But that's eucalyptus, and that is a beautiful color. I'm trying to think if we should do another pink flower.
Yep, I was looking at that saying you should do it.
But you're not seeing what I'm doing?
I'm looking at yours and looking at that, and I can absolutely, I was even going to say, why don't you add more?
I'm not like a huge flower person, but...
The one you have in your hand.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, because it's a bright color.
Yeah, but see, I have the pink up in my bird. The coral. It's coral.
So then do it in like an indigo blue.
No, the transfer for Club Couture only comes with 3 colors. So I'm trying to do it in just the 3 colors that the customer would get.
I get it.
And if I use another color, then they may not have it.
I get it.
I really think it needs another one of these somewhere. Maybe like over here.
Nope, down the bottom.
Down here?
Not in the far corner, but...
So keep more pink together?
Yeah, I would do one right where you just had it, like below that leaf.
But I still have this little piece of leaf here. There's a leaf here.
Yeah.
So let me set this one down. Oh, and I still have this greenery too. That's another little greenery. Because there's a leaf here. I'll say though, this Creamy Dreamy is so much better than the other paste. It's beautiful. It feels like a thicker consistency, but it's so good. Put that over there. I have another greenery here. This one. Put this one over here. Can't get it up. We have a detail tool as well. It has a nice point on this end, and if you have trouble lifting your transfer, like that little piece I was having trouble with because my nails, you can use that tool to lift it right up. I think that looks good. There's so much detail on this. I wasn't expecting there to be so much detail.
You gonna put another little red flower in there?
If you would like.
Oh.
Yeah. So this has to dry. Where do you want to put it? Over here? Here? Then I'm going to clean it first because now it's been sitting and the chalk paste could be drying in it. So if you want to reuse something that you've already used, oopsie, I got my greenery stuck to me. What you do is you take a antibacterial wipe, or you can go to the sink and wash it, of course. But you can take an antibacterial wipe and can't even see. Oh yeah, you can see a little. And we're just gonna get some of that chalk paste off the transfer. Now, the transfer can get stained and it's okay. It's not gonna hurt the transfer at all. You're gonna be able to reuse it still no matter what. But some of our pigments in the chalk do stain our transfers, and it's okay. Red is a huge one that will stain. The dark blue, the cadet, will stain.
The black.
And the black will stain. And the coral, which I'm using now, this will stain. So now I've cleaned that transfer. I'm going to put it inside my drying side of my towel, my fuzzing towel, and we're going to just dry that side up. Now, washing it in the sink, I definitely recommend overdoing this, but if you're going to be using it again, you can go ahead and do it this way. Now, there's plenty of sticky already back on it.
Giant hair or something.
That could be from the silk screen. That's the silk screen. Alright, now this one is pretty stained. Are you going to do it?
Sure, absolutely. I've been doing this for years.
Yeah. Place it where you want it.
This side down?
Yep, sticky side down. Wait, did I fuzz it? Yeah.
I have no idea. Yeah, you just stuck it on that thing.
Yep, put it where you want it. Come into camera. You're not even on camera. There you go. Put it wherever you want it. Now press it down, but only press down the silk screen area. Don't press all the green down, just the silk screen. Okay? Now you're going to take this and you're going to take a little bit of chalk on your thing, your squeegee, and then just smooth it on. Yep. And you can press it into the silk screen. That's okay. Yep. That's what that angle is for. There's an angle on the silk screen.
Wait,
I mean on the squeegee.
your booty was...
Hey, Stop.
Well, it was pushing on my arm.
All right, well, don't say that. Then when you have it filled in, don't get it on the leaf.
Then I can
fill that corner in a little bit more.
Then I can use my handy dandy tool.
No, not when you get it on the color. No, wait, you're not done. Hold that on a 90-degree angle. Straight up. 90 degrees. Now you just got it on my green. You just got it on the leaf, dude. Look, like this. 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And you're going to come across the transfer and pull up the excess. Okay?
I wanted to get the paint stuff off.
No, don't worry about it. It's paste. Okay, now put that back. Put it on the lid. That's where I always keep my squeegee. Then you want to lift that up.
Where's my tool? This side? Oh, that's, yeah, see, you were faking me out.
I'm not faking you out. It has a cap on it so you don't poke yourself.
You have to pull straight up when you do it.
Straight up. Because you don't want it to there. Now you have to clean up your boo-boo. Oh no, I put my elbow in something.
Alright, so I can use this little wipe.
No.
And wipe over that leaf.
No. No! Don't wipe my leaf. Leave the leaf alone. No, it has to, no! It has to be wet. Yeah, but there's a better way to do it. Let me show you. Get a little bit of water and you use a Q-tip.
That makes better sense.
And then you're more likely not going to hit your wet flower because that flower is wet.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin the flower.
No. And this over here, there's really not much I can do. The green can come up, but the
green is set pretty good, so
the coral is wetter, so
right.
But I am pulling some green.
But it still came out good.
So it's fine.
You'll never see it.
Nope, I got most of it off. But that's still wet, so you want to be really careful.
You gotta dry.
Yeah.
You have to use that.
So now when you're done, you can put all your squeegees and all your tools. I use a cup of water on my desk, and they're much easier to clean up. Just leave the stir sticks over there because I want to clean up my jars. And this has to be washed.
Does that make me a master couture person?
Oh, a master couturier? No, I'm sorry. That
I think it does.
That is not even. That takes years.
I'm pretty sure.
That takes years of hard work.
I'm already there.
I got chalk all over my desk. All right, so that was a little longer than I anticipated, guys. So this is the final design, and it says, "A beautiful thing is never perfect." I still think sorry about that. It may delay, the video may go out briefly. I'm going to take that to my sink and clean that up after the live. But also I want to go over some of the specials going on this month of June. We have what they call Creative Kickstart, and there's 3 transfers that you can get in the specials section of my shop. Just click on shop and then specials. This says cook, eat, clean, repeat. They're all kitchen themed. Work hard, snack often. Love you to the fridge and back. These are all B-size transfers as well. Blah, blah, blah coffee. And then, oops, love is brewing fresh daily. All of these 3 you can also earn with a purchase. If you spend $75, you can get 1 free, and you could pick any 1 free. If you spend $100, you could pick 2 free. If you spend $125, you can get all 3 free, or you can just buy them individually if you'd like. But if you are spending some money, you can do that. Now this weekend, they have a special going on just this weekend, Friday to Monday. It's called Win the Weekend. So there will be in the special section as well, beginning Friday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern, there will be 20% off some of the retired transfers coming back that you can get while supplies last. The sale will run Friday through Monday night, but if something runs out of stock, then it will go out of stock. So there were retired transfers, people that will be searching for these things, but if you're shopping this weekend, you can also possibly earn some of these. If you're building up some sale items, you can also possibly earn these free or just add them to your cart and get them. Also, if you're a Club Couture member, and we're talking about club tonight, if you're a Club Couture member, you will get free shipping this weekend only on orders of $100 or more. So if you order $100 and you're done, you order, you get free shipping, and then you want to go back and get something else, you can do it again. Excuse me, but you do have to do $100 and you get free shipping as a club member. So if you want to get in on my monthly subscription program, it's called Club Couture. It's the hottest craft club out there, and you get the transfer plus your 3 chalk paste singles every month for 3-month commitment. You can cancel after that at any time if you're not happy with it, but so many people love Club Couture. It gives you also $4.95 shipping on your entire order, so you can get whatever you want and still only pay $4.95 shipping. Club also has monthly promotions and specials. They've given $100, let's see, $10 off $100 before, and other great specials that I don't even remember them all. But it's awesome being a club member, and I also share multiple ideas for club transfers in my VIP group. So if you're not in my VIP group and you are part of club, you can definitely get a lot more ideas in my VIP, because I will share everything that I can find on this transfer and how many different ways you can use this transfer. You don't have to do it with all the floral. If you're not a floral person, you just like the words, you can just use the words. Maybe you just like the bird, you can use the hummingbird by itself. I'm not really a floral person. I wouldn't have added any floral, but it's part of the design and I wanted to share that with you guys. Last but not least, this is our summer business in a box, and if you're interested in Chalk Couture, if you're interested in Chalk Couture and doing things that I just did tonight and getting your products at 40% off, this is the way to go. I welcome people who want to start maybe a business, or if you just want to be a hobbyist, you can join my club, my team. I'd love to have you as part of my team, and grab this summer kit before it's gone. This kit will be changing out July 1st. So grab that kit today. You can type team in the comments, or you can go to my shop and you'll see Become a Designer for more information there. But I also have an opportunity group through my upline, and I would love to have you in that. So if you are interested in being part of my team, I would love to have you, and type team in the comments. I'll get you a link into that opportunity group. I think I've covered it all these specials going on. And thank you for sticking it out and watching this whole project with me today. It's a very, very rainy Thursday in Thursday? What is today? I don't even know. I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Wednesday, actually. Yes, Wednesday. Garbage cans are outside. That's how you know what day it is. Our garbage cans out? Oh, okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Take care. Have a great night. Sorry this was a bit long. Bye-bye.